welcome to VRML Channel 1. We have 6 matches of fun here tonight, and we got a full house, at least for the first few. At least for this one. I'm the one you see. Luke, that is, and next to me is both Newton Dad, not on cams, just with the co-commentary for the first time, and on the sidelines is the one and only Glean with Wonder T-Man behind the scenes. But man, oh man, this is going to be a good night of matches. Newton, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm so excited to be casting with you, hands-free, ready to rock and roll. Watch these established teams, these established players get season 5 going with a bang. This is great stuff. I'm excited. Bring it on, man. Bring it on.
Bring it on. I gotta love it. And hey, Glean, you brought it on. You have Zen. You know, hey, you guys are playing a little bit later today. But I mean, how you feeling about this matches of these 6 in a row?
I'm excited. You know, it's going to be great to see these teams play. Schrödinger's Disc is a team I've known from way back in the day. A lot of iconic names out there, and Luxor, some names that I don't know, and a team that I don't quite know, but seems to have riveted in the ranks quite quickly. So I'm excited to see what they bring to the table. See some old guys on the Schrödinger Disc side. Excited to see them play again. So great game all around, hopefully.
Yeah, I certainly hope so. We will be picking up these teams here in just a second, but I actually got a chance to talk to both of them beforehand. I mean, Dan Six on the side of Luxor thinks that it's going to be a tough matchup for Luxor. I mean, he's feeling a good game coming, though. His team is still new in terms of, new roster, new shifts. Luxor has been around for a couple seasons now, but they haven't had a lot of time to practice in that off season. But they are going to give it their best. So, hey, you know what? That's all we can ask for. And on the flip side, Schrödinger's Disc, I mean, Stuff 'em Up said that they are just excited to knock the rust off and play some fun Echo, sporting a new roster featuring Cosmic as goalie, Feener as star striker, and Kirito and myself, Stuff 'em Up, as the speed stacks. So, you know what, Stuff 'em Up, best of luck. I'm excited. Both teams, hey, they're new. They haven't necessarily got that practice on, just as we're waiting for the teams to ready up. I mean, Glean, how much does it really affect these early games when the teams really aren't necessarily as practiced as they should be?
Well, especially coming into a new season like this, the nerves start to come on. Especially if this is your first game of the season, you're feeling a little bit nervous, the passes might be a little bit astray, the shots might be a little bit off, and you need to find your way into that groove. But once you start getting there, you start feeling good. The adrenaline of the first game can hit you like a wave, and it becomes such a tidal wave of excitement and fun, and really can amp up your energy and help you play well. So it depends on which side of the tightrope you walk. It's a thin line, but certainly one that can be managed very well if you know what you're doing.
It certainly can be. Thanks for that. And here we go right into the action. Round 1. Schrödinger's Disc definitely won that neutral joust, but they did lose a hand on it. And just like that, I know the Force has the Force and clears it downfield.
Yeah, nice long clear going through as it stacks a mass, and it looks like Schrödinger's going to pick it up and knock it back through the left side tunnel, and does manage to skirt past the defense as the disc just flies into the blue zone, and is recollected by Feiner, and he's just going to gently tuck it up in the top pocket where Mama hides the cookies. I think I stole that from you, Glean.
That was great. I love it. But man, oh man, I mean, Schrödinger's, they started off strong, almost an opportunity to turn around there for Luxor, but didn't quite have the luck they needed. So hey, they got the disc possession, they got that joust advantage or disadvantage, depending on how you look at it. As now TCP Damien moves it up, finds the short pass over to Awesome, getting floated, but goes for the reset, but it's no good. It's a turnover, and just like that, Schrödinger's, hey, we've been here before. Is it dead or alive? I'm not sure. Is this going to be a black bounce board? Actually, that's in! Oh, the post just wide, but the reset, this time it's good, and Cosmic just slowing it down.
Yeah, that shot couldn't have been any closer without making it in, but Schrödinger does pick to slow down a little bit and working the disc around the bubble nice and cleanly. Feiner from the back side of the top clock there and just drops it in the bottom corner for another 2 points. 4-point lead.
Hey, north, south, east, and west, right? You have to do it in that order. So they got north, they got south. Maybe we'll find east and west. But Luxor, I mean, only 4 points behind, still yet to really have control in the offensive zone for them. As they, I thought they missed the disc. Maybe they did, but a quick pass little over to Awesome, back to Dan. Just slowing it down, taking a second, getting pressure. Do they find the reset? No. They find the aggressive pass, which actually does connect, but Awesome quickly stunned over, and just like that, I mean, Cosmic able to find that clear on the wall, and Schrödinger's trying to pick this one up, but not quite there first. Where's the stacks? Can they get back? Well, they can, but we got north, we got south, and now we got, I guess, northeast?
Northeast.
Whatever, they'll take it, 6-0.
Yeah, that breakaway, I'm detecting a theme. The breakaway from Schrodinger's disc is really working for him. It looks like Luxor's not getting their stacks together, or if they are getting them together, they're getting them destroyed in the backfield while they're trying to catch up to the loose disc. You know, the rollout coming here from Luxor, the disc handled by TCB Damien, sorry, as he just slows it down and tries to find the short pass. They're working a couple of little passes there as Dan Six, sorry, pulls it forward and gets it picked off by Cosmic, who sends it through.
Yeah, they send it through a bit of a scuffed shot, actually. They're going to get stunned from behind, taking too long. But, man, I mean, what a recovery from Schrödinger, somehow finding that disc. And will they find the conversion? The net's still open. Do they get there first? No, everyone's floating past the disc. Now it is picked up by Kirito, but no, Damien's there, trying to get it out, but just too stressed, too quick. And just like that, a back pass to the backboard. And, of course, we get the South Pole again. 8-0 on the board. Schrödinger's popping off.
Yeah, Schrodinger's is, you know, they really work in the front back game nicely. They tend to post somebody up on that back wall and wait for it. So you're basically taking a person out of movement and just leaving them as a nice post up pass and waiting for the disc to come open. It's worked really well, and that just worked really well for him too. The pressure on the joust and the points in the net. 10-point lead, 10-0. Schrödinger over Luxor.
Yeah, I mean, wow. I mean, when I was talking to Kirito before this match, they said that they were excited, but they did say that they were trying a slightly different formation and team lineup. And, only a few off-season scrims. I mean, this is not a team that looks like it has a few off-season scrims. They are playing it together. They are finding those stacks. They're finding each other. And they are, most importantly, finding the back of the net just like that. Cosmic, 2 more, 12-0.
Yeah, it looked like there was a lot of defensive movement through that loose disc there in the bubble. I was wondering why Luxor wasn't aggressively attacking the disc more, but somehow, Schrödinger just comes out with the disc there, and as the net results. Here we go, the launch now. 12-0 lead for Schrödinger over Luxor. Damien taking his time again, looking for the pass, manages to get it bounced off the ceiling and then intercepted by Schrödinger. A little bounce by Feanor on the self cleanup. And now we're 14-0.
Yeah, 14-0. I mean, certainly on the pace of what we all know and hate and love, depending on which side of the arena we're on. The Mercy pace, 20-0.
The M word. Damn. No, not the M word.
Yeah, no, of course, it has to be said. But, I mean, this game is far from over. Luxor trying to get a hand, but they just can't find success. And just like that, it's in the hand of Stuff Muff, who is just slowing it down now, trying to find the pass low, has one back, has one across. Which will they pick? They do pick back. Kirito looking low, right back to Stuff Muff, just clean passing in the bubble. One's caught out. There's the cut. There's the shot. But no, there's the save off the ding ring. And TCB Damien is able to get that one downfield. Is this an opportunity for Luxor? Can they get 2? Can they get 3? No!
No.
They can hit the post, and that will be a self-clear, unfortunately.
Yeah, they had a good breakaway and men ahead, or people ahead of the disc, but unfortunately, if you ding it off the side, it doesn't count. The bottom clear looking like it was going to go out, but Dan Six picks it up, manages to get it stunned for his efforts as Feanor just tries to push it forward, but gets stunned just as he's throwing through. Kirito reclaims it, passes forward to the shield, and then unfortunately gets stuck and pulled back as it gets cleared back toward the center.
Yeah, it looked like that may have been going in, that mail slot shot that ended up being a pass. But regardless, I mean, you can't complain much. You're up 14. You can just slow it down. You can play disciplined. You can play approached. But they're just going to dive in one-on-one and get 2 more. Kirito, oh my goodness. I mean, how many is that to their score? That's 8. 8 points. Kirito, amazing.
Yeah, at this point, Schrödinger just can pretty much play whatever game they want to play. Time is on their side, points are on their side, and there's just a lot of momentum happening here. Luxor did play a game, I think it was yesterday I casted, and I don't remember if they came out on top of that or not. That's right, they did not come out on top of that against Yerma. And so they're trying to get the rhythm going at this early part of the season as Schrödinger keeps on passing the disc pretty much at will, but it finally gets intercepted and cleared out by Dan Six.
Yeah, unfortunately, Luxor did lose their first match, 45-17. So definitely not necessarily the start they wanted. But this game is, this round, maybe over in terms of time. especially on how this one's going so far, especially with that 3. Wow. What a shot, Fino. I mean, what a stack, what a recovery. 19-0, they need 1 point.
Right. I mean, it's that kind of boost and stack accuracy, as we call stackuracy, care of smooth riding. Getting to the disc on the chain and getting the disc back into the goal after you claimed it off the chain. It's very disciplined. It's very solid play, and it's going to win you rounds. This is a slow rollout. Oh, that was scary.
That was scary. They will get there in time, but not quite the clear they wanted. But maybe an opportunity. They can still score. I mean, that mental barrier to score 1 is so huge, especially in situations like this. I mean, you see it all the time when you just get that 1 point down in the net, and suddenly you score 4, and then 6. And maybe you don't even win that round, but at least the momentum changes. You feel better about the game. And that's what I'm really hoping for Luxor right now, as they are looking to set up, looking for the cut. And can they do it? Yes, they can. Awesome. It's feeling great. 2 on the board for Luxor.
Yeah, a great little move. You're moving the disc around the bubble, getting some passes going, some things that haven't been working for them so far. Maybe is Schrödinger backing off because they got the round set? Who knows? But at least, on Luxor's side, now they've got a little bit of mental push going and some momentum going the right direction.
Yeah, I mean, let's see if they can get it. If they can get a 3, then it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I mean, 20-0 is 20-0 is 20-0. But, hey, you know what? I mean, you never know. As that's an open 3. Can they shoot it? Yes, they can. But what a save. Cosmic is big brain, as he is going to find the angle. No, not quite going to connect. Here it is, the slap back. That's a slap through, potentially. And that's a slap to the stack. Mail slot. No, it's a pass. Oh, unfortunately, no one was ready for it. They are looking for the 3, though, so they get the pass back. They get the shot, but no good. That's not the right opportunity. And who is going to get there? Well, it seems like it will be Luxor, who will be able to get that one at least farther downfield.
Yeah, the stack finally catches up with Luxor there as Carito gets stunned out and the disc goes flying free. Damien reclaims it and is pushing over to the right side of the arena. Just looking for a man, somebody to throw it to reclaim this play and maybe cost some points before this round ends up. A little high pass there to know the Force. Force gets intercepted by Cosmic and cleared out.
Yeah, cleared out. Looking for a 3. Everyone's in front of them. Your entire team's in front. Get rid of it. All right, slow discipline play. I can't harm you for that one. 10 seconds now. Can they get another point on the board? Looking for the high pass. Unfortunately not, unless they hit the mail slot of a lifetime. Is that going in? There's no way that is not going in, but that would have been really close. 19-2, though, man. I mean, Glean, what can you do against that?
To be quite honest, guys, I think right now what's happening is we're simply seeing the experience difference between these 2 teams. Schrödinger's Disc, a team since Season 2, a team that when I was a rookie, went up against, and they were considered an experienced team. They have been together for so long that they just know each other so well, and they have a lot of synergy, and Luxor maybe not having that same level of synergy. You can see in the way that Schrödinger's Disc plays. They know where they want to go through. They know they want to funnel through the backboard, like Mutant Dad said. They want to, cycle the disc back to there, try and pull out the defense as best as possible and get it to the man on the back. And that's been working really well for them. Their stacks have also been pretty consistent, which is a good sign of synergy between the team. And things have been going well for them. On the side of Luxor, though, what I'm really hoping to see moving into this next one is maybe you take a little bit of time and say, okay, let's calm down, let's figure things out, and maybe slow down the rollouts a little bit. It seems like when they're getting picked off is when they're going with these semi-aggressive rollouts where they only have one option to pass to, and Schrödinger's Disc can see that really easy and looks to pick off the pass. Same thing with on offense. Maybe if you're in the offensive zone, I liked what they did towards the end. They slowed things down. They were able to get a couple great passes and a couple good looks in towards the goal, and hopefully if they can continue to do that, maybe we'll see something closer or look at some momentum going in the second round.
Maybe we will, and hopefully we do. Here we go, round 2. Newton Dad, take us in.
Yeah, the neutral joust, we get no possession yet, but the advantage on the blue side of Luxor, and almost gets that first shot in clean, but Schrödinger just does manage to pick it up and clear it all the way through to the other side.
No way.
It's going to be a race. It's going to be some stacks. It almost went in, true, but it's just, it's open disc right now, and it's just, looks like it's going to be cleaned up by Cosmic. Cosmic's going to slow things down and look for the play to establish.
Yeah, just waiting and slowing it down. I mean, that's exactly what Glean was saying, that Luxor was doing well, but they can do it too. But that's a save! Oh my goodness! Off the head, I think, of Awesome, as it is going to get set the other way, but now it will get picked up here by Kirito, and Kirito is just going to slow it down. But I am just going to take a second and recognize the chat. How's it going, everyone? I hope you are doing well. Yes, I agree. The new scoreboard does look absolutely sleek, as there is off the ding ring, unfortunately. I forget who said that earlier, but shout out to Newton Dad, who... did you design it or did you build it? You built it and then
Built it. Pally's design.
Pally designed it. So yeah, I mean, we took your feedback from the Masters qualifiers and updated it. And yeah, I mean, I think it looks really good. But I'm glad to hear those comments. If you have any feedback for that, let us know. Also, hello everyone. I do not have any radioactive calves, but thanks for asking, by the way, Rowdy.
Random
But
much.
nevertheless, I mean, hey, you know what? She asked the question, I give the answer. You know, that's how it works here. And thank you for the hydrate, Punda. I've certainly done many, but I will do one for you now. But man, I mean, what a game! We're already to a minute and a half in. It's only 0-0.
Yeah, nobody scoring. This is definitely a different start to this round, as Cosmic just keeps on slowing things down and looking around for who's going to be there open. Everyone's pretty well covered right now as they're broken out into a man defense. They did leave stuff open over there on the other side, so he just tries to jam it in there, but the interception comes through, as does the clear.
Yeah, as the clear does maybe come through. Yes, it does. So here's an opportunity. Luxor. Oh no. That's so frustrating. They were going to potentially get there first, but they did decide to anchor instead. I mean, I guess they found each other faster, but no, that is going to still be able to sneak through mid. Will get picked up by Awesome. Awesome trying to find the pass lane, but it's not going to connect. Instead, it will connect with the hands of Cosmic. Obviously, the cosmically big brain, as he's just going to go for the reset, send it back upfield to the stack of the other team. Damien, not an open three, but that's a pass opportunity that was unfortunately mishandled. But they still seem to have control. Going for a high pass now, one-on-one. Cut pass, but no good.
Right, a lot of passing going on there. The aggression on the side of Luxor is very evident, but unfortunately it gets penalized because the disc slips through the stuff muff and everybody was committed down to the other side of the field. So a nice long 23-meter, 16-meter per second shot out of stuff muff from the tunnel, and we have a 3-point lead.
Wow. Wow, what a shot. See, just when you thought everything was going to be okay, well, they do that and they put that point away. I mean, Jeez, oh man. But that is a scuffed relay, or dribble rather. What am I saying? As that could have bounced in. In fact, that may have been. But there we go. Fina, another 2 on the board. 2-2-2. Well, that's 5. Don't worry, I know math. Schrodinger's are up.
Yeah, that bounce took my breath away. I thought it was going in, and you know the presence of mind of the group for Schrodinger's back there. Actually, everybody back there behind the disc, behind the goal. You know, with the scrum happening, and just the right hands came out there and pulled it back into the goal backwards. As the rollout comes through, TCB Damien looking for something to happen, but bounces it off of the Geo, and everything starts traveling through the other side.
Oh,
Cosmic.
Oh
Breakaway.
man, I mean, you could call that the cosmic divide. I mean, geez, it's just they're just everywhere, man. I mean, you find them on the back side, you find them on the front side, you find them, with that tight angle, flying in up top, flying in like Superman. I mean, geez. What can you do against that? I'm not sure. But what I do know is that that's an opportunity to score a 3 a little bit high, but they will be recovered very quickly by Kirito, who is not going to get that clear because it's going to be I Know the Force reading that play all day. Over now to TCP Damien. Damien getting pressure from behind, missing the stack, looking for the top pocket, but unfortunately the goalie wasn't stunned. What a save. Dan 6, though, has something to say about that. Picked up anchor. Nice patience. Now over to Damien. Damien low to Force. Force one more, but no, that's a self-clear. Unfortunately, just the little stacks, the little mistakes, and that will not be a shot right back. A little bit rushed as well from both teams, but both teams, I mean, feeling the pressure.
Yeah, I think the low-scoring nature and slower nature of this round has caused everybody to all at once at the halfway point to kind of speed things up. The pace definitely changed. The Stuff Muff and Fainer just are biding some time and looking for a way to break up this defensive stack. And they did manage to do it, but the shot on goal is a little bit off, and it just bounces free to the other side of the arena as a reset comes through. Stuff Muff is passing it through over to Fainer. and are cleaning it up and moving forward a little bit, looking around to see who's free and open for their pass or for the shot, and it just barely gets through to Stuffmuff as he tucks it into the left corner. 9-0.
Wow. Wow. It was 0-0 not so long ago, but I mean Schrödinger's disc just woke up, man. I mean, they woke up. I mean, you might ask yourself, what changed? And really, I mean, I feel like it's just the panic clears, the panic decisions. Look at that panic cluster. I mean,
Yeah.
Luxor is doing all the right things in concept, but in just, I mean, there's some good spacing. They just didn't win the 50. Okay. But like, they have some good looks. They have some good opportunities. Just unfortunately, they're not getting them at the right time, as there is a not quite open 3, but it will be on the backboard. And just like that, Kirito, another 2 more. 11-0.
Yeah.
Schrödinger's disc.
Just a beautifully calculated maneuver of knowing that your teammate is going to go anchor now at the top of that clock and be the open hand behind the goal in case you don't have a clear shot on goal. Goalie was there. You got the clear pass to the top, the front back move, and the goal and the points were in. 11-0 now, so everything's working right again for Schrödinger's disc, kind of like the first round.
Yeah, I mean, that is fair, as it is, you know, I mean, 3 minutes. Last time when there was 3 minutes, it was like 16-0. So, hey, 5 points better is still improvement. The question is, can they do something about it? 2 points or 5 points or whatever Spark tells me. Oh, my Spark's not even open. Shout out to Spark. But at the end of the round, I mean, it's improvement. Improvement is improvement is improvement. And, I mean, that's how you get there, right? You play against these teams. You scrim against these teams. And if I'm Luxor right now, I'm not saying, man, that sucks. I mean, maybe I am. But I'd be saying, you know what? I want to make sure scrim these teams. You know, get better. You know, learn from their mistakes to improve. Because, I mean, they certainly are doing a lot of things right. And they certainly are putting up a very, very good fight. But, I mean, the stacks, the recoveries, and the passing play of Schrödinger's disc is just what's putting it kind of everything, really, in their way in some form or the other, as they're just not quite able to get that clear. And do they get a hand on it first? Well, they got a couple stuns, and somehow they don't, as Force is able to get that clear mid, but not quite out.
Yeah, the one thing that I can notice from what Schrödinger's doing that's working really effectively is they never send more than 2 people toward the disc. When the disc is being challenged, you might have 2 people, but the other 2 are definitely looking for positioning, and that is something that, if you watch Luxor, is clearly just not happening. Cosmic, you know, making another quick little 4-meter throw for 18 meters per second to bring this to 13-0. We got a minute and about 40-something seconds left, and this round 2, is looking really good for Schrödinger. Now Luxor just needs to find some momentum again, something to talk about in their VOD reviews.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, this game is
Not that.
Oh, Cosmic.
Not that.
Cosmic's been hitting some nutty shots today. I mean, there's a nice open 3, 14 meters out, 14 meters a second. Hey, 14 squared. Too bad it's not 14 seconds since the last goal. Only 9, but nevertheless, I mean, 16-0, 4 points, 1 minute 20. I mean, they technically can get the big 2-0.
Yeah,
and that's certainly not going to help with the stun through, but unfortunately, we'll just get picked up. Oh, no. No way. What the pocket. As it is going to get passed over to Orange. Stuffmuff back to Fenor. Just on the ceiling. Moving through. Looking for the 3. Looking for the pump fake. What a save, though. Dan6 saying no thank you to that opportunity. But the second time's the charm, and what a save again. I mean, Dan6 standing on their head, as that is going to get sent back to mid. But, hey, 40 seconds. That's a reset. That's a scuffed reset. Can they get there? Well, they certainly can, as Fenor just slows it down and is happy to send it over to their teammate.
Yeah, shout out to Dan6 for keeping his head in the game, you know, keeping this game in check, because even though you're down quite a bit, keep on playing like you want to win the game. I mean, all the way to the whistle, because it's definitely it makes a difference for you and your team putting your best out there. As I know the Force collects it again, puts it over to Damien,
There you go.
They break the seal. You know, it's a little quick passing. It pays off in 2 points, so now we have a 2-16 round 2 going on, and we're winding down the time here. 3, 2, 1, and the round is done.
Yeah, I mean, wow. I mean, definitely a strong showing from Schrödinger's disc, but I mean, there were some good looks, and a huge shout out to Dan6. I mean, I really do feel that those 2 saves very much is what made them score those 2 points at the end of the day. So, I mean, Glean, what did you see? I mean, did you see anything meaningfully different in that second round?
Yeah, actually, to start out with, Luxor had adapted a little bit in this round. So you could see that they started guarding the backboard more heavily in the beginning of this round, and it was actually paying off. And that's one of the reasons why we were seeing such a stalemate in terms of points in the first little bit of this game. However, as we got deeper into it, that the same errors kept showing up for the side of Luxor. Unfortunately, a little bit of free coaching for them in this instance. When you have a team that's that aggressive or can play aggressive and stack towards your passes, maybe look for a couple more conservative passes on your rollouts. Maybe something like the 2 Pac-Man blocks or the 2, closer onto the walls rather than trying to force it through the tunnel might be a little bit more useful in something like that. And additionally, you can see Schrodinger's. I love the term that Newton Dad brought up, and shout out to Smooth Ryden, love the guy, but stack accuracy from Schrodinger's disc also made a huge difference. Being able to get to the disc whenever they wanted to, really, in this game made a huge difference in not only getting these long shots off, but also then getting themselves closer to the goal, setting up for good plays, and moving forward from there. So, if Luxor can just get maybe a little bit more of the passing done and the conservative rollouts done for those kinds of situations, keep the head in the game, they could be looking good, as there were some great flashes of some plays there.
There certainly was, and thanks for that, Glean. And also, huge shout out to all you folks in chat. I mean, there has been quite a few of you just chatting away. I appreciate you. Also, Epicness20 redeeming a Cast My Match. Heck yeah, man. We are going to redeem that within the next 2 weeks as per what we usually say. So, hey, if you do want your match casted, and you're like, hey, how do these 6 teams get casted today? Well, hey, they use the hype vote system. Use the system. Don't abuse the system, but get those hype votes up. The more you have, the more likelihood your match will be casted. But if you are casted frequently, you will be deprioritized. But hey, you can get some early casts going on, or you can guarantee a cast as many times as you like, as long as you can redeem those points. So make sure you do it. But yeah, as someone is saying in chat, Bearded Raleigh, we do have another match for you here in just about 5 minutes. It is below 0 against 3.5 middies. We're gonna go from, as someone said, in playing, gold, plat, rare, to a little bit lower than that. But hey, we have 5 more matches on the day. Don't go away. I'm the one you see. Luke Dad is next to me, is Newton Dad. On the sidelines was Glean, and on the cams behind the scenes is the Wonder T-Man. We'll be right back. See you soon.
Easy going right there. One more to go.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Yes.
Easy going right there. One more to go.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
And welcome back. We got another match for you. It's going to be a good one. It's Below Zero against 3.5 middies. And man, I hope it's going to be fun. I'm the one you see, Luke. That is alongside me is Newton Dad with the co-commentary, Glean on the sidelines, and Wonder T Man behind the scenes, running the cams. But man, oh man, I mean, hey, this is we got some family action. Shout out to Bearded Raleigh for cheering on the family. I think we have another couple games later today as well, where I know some folks of the families and friends will be watching. So always good to see you. Hopefully you're enjoying the match, and hopefully, hey, your team wins. But man, oh man, I mean, hey, Newton Dad, Newton Dad.
Dad, yes, that would be me. Newton Kid, now on Redshift, Master Tier player. Way to go, 13-year-old, Master Tier player. Let's go.
There you go.
But
man.
it's cool to be a family in Echo, because Echo families are the best families. There are quite a few of them, and if you look around, you can find them, and it's really kind of fun just to watch these guys play and excel and do so much better than I could ever do.
Yeah, it really is. Make sure we do. Let's ping them up as we do. Ready to go. I'm not sure who's pinging, but nevertheless, I got a chance to talk to Below Zero and 3.5 middies. Jay from Below Zero said that they're feeling really good, and really confident that we can win. But hey, their team is new, so they do have some flaws to fix. But overall, they feel really good. I mean, that's the way you want to go. That's the mentality you want to have. And 3.5 middies displays says, some similar things, except they said, our team feels like if we score some goals, we can do the winning. I mean, Glean, what do you think of that?
That is people, there's rumors, there's rumors that is the best way to win Echoes. It's hotly debated. Some aren't sure, but theory says that the best way to win is by scoring the goals. So we'll see. We'll see how both of these teams do, for sure.
That is the way to do it. And we are just waiting on these teams to ready, but it seems like they finally got the notification. They got the message, and we got the double goes. So here we go. Second game of the day. Channel 1, let's have a good one. Newton Dad, why don't you take us in?
Well, we can hear the rumblers going, as Blocky likes to say, or no, as Woodsy likes to say. Hear the rumblers going, and the guys are coming out of the tubes here very shortly here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As probably the first, definitely the first round, first match, first everything for these guys in Season 5. So blue team gathering the disc, and that is the 3.5 middies pushing the disc up a little bit. As we see Carrot just moving around looking for some action in the disc. Gets the pass up and over the to the top of the bubble, but unfortunately is reclaimed by Noxy and pushed through to the mid.
Yeah, push through, but Bossgun is there. Great read from them, as now it is going to be Anakin Skywalker. We had I Know the Force last game. We have Anakin Skywalker. Man, I mean, no wonder. This is where all the Star Wars people are hiding in space, in Echo Arenas, of course.
That's right.
As it is going to be a self-pass to Carrot. unintentional or not. That's a long clear. That could be a shot, but off the pillar, off the little Geo right there is going to be bouncing back, and will it get picked up here by Blue? By J is on below 0. Below 0 is on blue. Yeah, okay, great. And they're going to get 2. Boss Gun breaks the silence. 2 on the board.
Yeah, the quick pass comes through. I have 3.5 middies on the blue side. I have J. I think we have the sides are flipped. We need to flip those over. Because below, is that right? No, below 0. There we go. Below 0 is orange. I got it now.
No, below 0 is blue. We have it right.
Okay.
We got
Sorry.
there. We got there. We got there. It's
yeah.
all right. Shout out to Wonder T-Man, who is just laughing at us being like, y'all idiots. But he's not saying that. But it is going to go all the way downfield, and unfortunately below 0 does break apart, so not quite able to get the recovery of that disc, so it will be a race, but it will get picked up by JJ, looking for an option. Finds the reset option, but doesn't quite find the passing lane. But there's an opportunity here still to get that disc, as it is a scramble for it. The stun, no good, but it is still stuck in the tunnel. Will get picked up here by Boss Gun. Boss Gun looking for the pass across. It's not going to connect, but it will be a long clear, bouncing nice and low. The question is, who can get there first in terms of stacks? Well, it will be Anakin over to Displays, who's trying to get that clear, but still not quite going their way. Just going to be a nice pass over to Vox, who's maybe looking for the long 3, but there is the player back.
Yeah, Vox just walking through slowly. Does see the player back there, and still just winds up shooting it straight over to the player. So the disc comes out in the clear and is recollected by Nico, and Nico throws it straight down, looking for somebody to pick it up and collect it on their side. But unfortunately, Noxie from the other side picks it up and chunks it through to the mid, being reclaimed by Jay. Jay passing back and forth between teammate, and 2 points.
Wow, what a play. I mean, man, finding those passing options, finding the movement in the bubble, building the space, baiting out the defender. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love those clean plays as below 0 puts 2 more on the board.
Yeah, below 0, rallying up to 4 points early lead is a good thing to to build as much of the lead as you possibly can, as they manage to now bring it back into the orange side, setting up his carrot on the side of the bubble, and just chooses to take it for himself. And another quick 2 points, 16 meters per second.
Yeah, wow. I mean, they're just putting on the points, and hey, you know what? This is the opportunity where you really want to just try something new. You're down 6. There's 6 minutes left on the clock. There still is lots of time to go. Unfortunately, though, that pass isn't going to go all the way through. Will get picked up here by Noxie, who gets knocked out, as now it's going to be a scramble. Now JJ long 3. That's not going to bounce in, but it may have been if it wasn't for Displays, who is able to send that one downfield, not quite connecting with a teammate, but it will get picked up. Neko going for the pass upfield, but again, read by Anakin Skywalker, as they are going to get the long clear. Is that a pass? Gonna connect with a teammate. Vox looking for the reset. Is there anyone home? No, unfortunately not, as it is going to be slapped back by Carrot.
Yeah, just kind of a loose disc battle right now, as somebody tries to find any momentum. But Carrot actually recollecting it underneath the goal, finds a nice clean pass to the top side. Neko waiting over the top and sails in for a nice 2-pointer. That was just 48 seconds between the last goal and the current one, so the points are coming in quick on the side of below 0, as they're kind of putting the chill on 3.5 middies.
Yeah, wow. 8-0. There is still time. I mean, you cannot say that this game is over. Here you go, because here's an opportunity, and oh my goodness, Boss Gun, absolute being a legend, as they are going to get that one all the way downfield. In fact, that could be a complete turnover opportunity, as Neko looks for the cut across. Is going to connect and is going to get slammed in the back of that. Carrot 2 more. 10-0 is the score.
Yeah, that play developed in a lovely way as the action dropped down underneath the goal. And again, the goalie has a hard time when they're having to deal with things at their feet, just kind of seeing and deciphering which side of the disc is going to come into the net or even be attempted into the net. So we see, again, 3.5 middies coming out on the joust rollout as being handled by Noxie. He's looking around for what's going on. They left a player behind. It it looks like DS Plays is playing permagoalie back there because they're just trying to have a nice defensive stance here. Carrot reclaims the disc and is just juking around looking for the pass to come through the tunnel and manages to break it through, picked up by Anakin at the backside.
Yeah, now back into the hands of Vox. Still looking to break the silence. I believe they can do it. Anakin diving in, and they can! 2 on the board. My man, 8 behind. Let's go.
Yeah, the force was definitely with Anakin. I was waiting to say that one, as they managed to guide that one into the goal for the first 2 points, breaking it open on the side of the 3.5 middies. You know, it's sometimes you can have that slow start. That round 1 jitters are just real, especially you might be a brand new team. This might be your first time casted ever. And there's a lot going on there in the mind of the first time of the Echo player in that case. But at any rate, Below Zero is trying to amass the offensive pass again. Jace just opts to slow it down and throw the pass underneath the net, and Carrot just digging it off the ring. Echo reclaiming and setting it up for a nice 2-pointer from the side, 17 meters per second.
Yeah, man, oh man, oh man. I mean, what a game, what a turnover, but more importantly, what a response to the 2 points scored by 3.5 middies. Because I mean, once you get the momentum going, Echo's a very momentum-based game. I mean, you know, it's or VR sport or whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, I mean, it's the momentum game is strong, as it is going to be finding the pass across. Unfortunately, no one's home, but it will be a self-pass. Noxie trying to go for the top pocket. No, it's a pass. What a play as they get 2 more on the board. They're only 8 points away.
Yeah, nice front-side, backside play going on there. We saw the same sort of play out of Schrödinger's disc in the previous round, where the offensive player posts up at the top of the clock back there on the backboard, and the pass just goes over the goalie's head, turns him around, and they're wide open for the shot. Rollout comes out for Below Zero. They opt for a pass to the right side tunnel, and the little stun action, chin music goes on for that. It's a 50-50 kind of happens. Jay recovers and shoots it through the side.
Through the side, not through. It's a bit of a self-pass, but unfortunately he goes past them. No turn around, find the stack. Well, at least they stop kind of one back, as it is going to be a slap back. Unfortunately, no one's looking for the disc. They're looking for each other, but that's good because it does allow them to find the stack to get to the disc first again, but still not quite able to get that clear. 3rd time is the charm, as they say. Well, 1, 2, 3. Yes, sirree. Yes, it is going to go through, but unfortunately right back into the hands of Neko, as they are going to get that one in the tunnel.
Yep, through the tunnel by care of Anakin, and a nice pass forward to Vox.
Oh!
Vox tries to jump, and the little bunny hop doesn't work for him as the goalie reads that and clears it through. Boss gets it out all the way to the mid as it's being recollected by Neko, and Neko manages to push it all the way down into the blue bubble, bounces off the backboard as reclaimed by Jay. Jay looking for the pass, gets Carrot open, but just misses the hands on that one as it's cleared out on the side of 3.5.
At 3.5 now, walking it back in. No, sorry, Below Zero walking it in. They are definitely cold, but the saves are insane, as it is going to get sent through all the way downfield. That's all the way low. That's right on target. The leech. Oh my goodness, that would have been legendary, but the stun does come through, and Boss Gun gets it done. I mean, what a pass, what a play, what a stun. Everything is going their way as there's 30 seconds left on the clock. The question is, who will get the final points, if anybody, in this round?
Yep, Jay taking that opportunity to survey the land there and looks for a pass to the right side, but just gets picked off, but does get recovered by Carrot, who's very wise and stuns the person out. The pass to the mid, the center didn't quite connect, but is recollected by Neko briefly. Looks like DS Play is going to try a slap. No, just misses it. And the disc is just kind of loose as the final seconds count off the round. We're going to see a first round win for Below Zero, 12-4. Nice work.
Yeah, very nice work from Below Zero. And man, I mean, we saw so much more speed and accuracy from Below Zero, but hey, there were some really good looks from 3.5. I mean, Glean, what do you think?
Yeah, both these teams showing a lot of great ideas that we see at high level play. You know, sometimes with these cross passes, sometimes with these deeper passes after pulling the defense out into and forcing the disc into the bubble. It's been great, but also, like you guys highlighted, the defensive plays have been phenomenal at both ends. These saves for both teams have been so great, and one of the things that I speak of the most is just how hard goalieing is in this game. I think that defense and goalieing is the hardest thing to do in this game, just because of the nature of the game and our favorite Illinois city, Chicago, that loves to do little dirty things to us. Um, but they both had some great saves. Both goalies have showed up with these close contact saves that have been great highlights for them, and I'm excited to see more as we move forward through into this next round.
Yeah, I mean, these servers and Bing are always an issue and always a thing to consider. But I mean, I have to consider the amazing teamwork. Everyone across the board has almost scored except for Mazu. But hey, you know what? They were definitely pulling through there as Neko was in before. So we do get to get a player switch there on the side of below zero. Neku now for Mazu, Mazu for Neko. So maybe a slightly different outcome, slightly different roster. But let's find out here in round 2.
Yeah, it's always interesting to see a new look out of a team round by round. Carrot reclaims the disc there and is just looking how to push it through to the other orange side, and does manage to get through under the middies side, but the goalie displays this right there waiting for everything to happen for them. They managed to clear it through. A good little bounce on a favorable bounce for middies, but the defense is in place now for the below zero side. Pass comes out, but no clear. It's still an offensive side for 3.5 as Knox passes it through, but gets it right back in their hands. Just on the float, looking around, anchors around, and gets challenged by Carrot. Try to pass it low, but just catches the pole there. And things are still developing on the defensive side now as the pass comes out and almost the clear through.
Yeah, almost the clear through, not quite all the way. And now Bosgun does get it done to Jay. Jay, one more long pass. Unfortunately, we're stunned. Man, some of these bounce passes, one of them eventually has to go, and there is an angle in that corner on the wall by the net that you can hit if we're to bounce in. I mean, I feel like one of these teams are going to hit it soon enough. But now Carrot diving in, looking for an option, just going for the solo play and the technical goal. Hey, well, they take those all day. 2-0 below zero.
Yeah, what was that city? I don't remember. Technical points are points. The disc went in the goal, and that's all that matters right now. However it happens, it happened. But below zero is definitely putting some offensive pressure on. It's going slow for them right now because the defense is actually still doing a pretty good job of covering inside the bubble. They do seem to give up a lot of the space. They're kind of playing a lot of the game back on the orange side over here as middies are just getting attacked again. The disc is in the hands of Jay. Jay looking around for what's happening. Gets an open pass underneath his shield and a great save by VR, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, hey, XR is the future, maybe. So maybe one day, but man, oh man, I mean, it's such a great defensive play there from 3.5 as they are still trying to get some offensive going. They're only 2 points behind, but Mazu is able to just pick the pocket of Vox as they are able to try to get that clear. It's a pass to Jay. Jay off the wall. Question is their team there first? Yes, they are. Bosgun. Going for a long pass across. We'll connect to JJ. Over. Look at that team play, and Carrot gets the 2. That's picture perfect. 4-0 for Blue.
Yeah, if below zero wants to know what's going to work for them, that's going to work for them. If you can move the disc around like that, cycle the disc around the bubble, get the defensive side all confused and kerfuffled, you're going to get points. And points are good because that's what you want to do in this game, is earn points. The rollout comes out from 3.5 middies. The disc is up and then back down as the first pass is just a little bit loose. Carrot reclaims that one and is looking around for what's going to happen next, but gets his pocket picked as Noxie pulls through and just looks to clear it out through to the blue side. Doesn't get a good pass through, but it gets a good bounce back in their own hands. Self-pass with a nice little feeder over to the left side for Devox, but nothing happening there. It comes off the ding ring. His teammates are recollecting as now the below zero does clear it through the mid.
Yeah, clearing it through the mid. They respected the 3 almost, but just a little wide. But hey, Jay's there. The 6-0 below zero. I mean, man, they ain't slow. They're finding each other. They're finding the passing options. But most importantly, for any team, is they're finding the opportunities that that 3.5 is offering them. They're finding the mistakes and they're punishing them, whether it's with speed or with that accuracy word that we keep on using more and more season after season. I mean, regardless, they're just finding each other, and at the end of the day, that's how you win VRML matches. You win it by team play. And what makes Ignite so great? It's the team play. What makes Ocean so great? It's the team play. And now, I mean, Mazu is going to dive in and unfortunately miss that pass, make that shot rather, but the team play beforehand, the stacks, and there's the recovery. Everyone is getting involved in this play. Maybe I would have liked to see more resets on the side of below zero, but nevertheless, they're playing together. And look, they're already stacked, as unfortunately the reset does go in. Anakin, you have become your namesake.
Oh, that every time you see one of those self goals on the clear back to reset back to goal, a little part of my soul dies. I get what you're trying to do there, and it's definitely the right thing to do sometimes. But communication, guys, communication. You gotta look, you gotta talk before you throw. The disc is reclaimed again on interception there, or just around the midfield by below zero. Noxy actually does reclaim it for his team, though. 3.5 middies, they're pushing through, and things are loose disc. We're looking for how the play is going to develop. Got to pass over to the side to stick, looking for another pass around the bubble as just juking around the floor. And they get a nice cross pass, looking for Noxy, but just not quite getting there. Yes, Plays gets one across, but not quite making its mark, as it then the loose disc gets reclaimed by below zero and pushed back toward mid.
Yeah, push back towards mid now as Jay's looking to get that one. What a pass. See, look at that angle. They took a second, they found each other, and that's what you need to take away from. I mean, the passing play, the one-on-one, and Carrot, of course, gets it done. Carrot and, man, I mean, 11-0. Below zero.
Yeah, you can almost feel the panic on the side of 3.5 as they have the disc. They're really kind of playing at their edge, looking for how they can get the disc moving back down the court to become a goal. And on the other side, when you see below zero with the disc, they're actually talking, they're looking. He's got he's waiting. They're waiting for the path. They're looking around. They're actually surveying the land. And that's paying off for them almost every time.
Yeah, almost every time is the key word. There's an opportunity here. A 3.5. Can they get the turnover? Unfortunately, they can't do it immediately, but they do get the redirect. Unfortunately, they take too long, and just like that, Bosgun sends it back down the other way. Where's the stack? They do break apart. Pub pull, as we like to call it. And when you don't stay stacked, like you just go for the disc in their own way, but unfortunately they aren't able to get control just yet, as that is going to get slapped back again by Bosca. Now over to Jay. Jay looks for the opportunity, finds one over to Mazu. Mazu lining up the three. There is a goalie back there, so looking for the stack. Stack's giving him two options deep now. One low, one high. That's a bounce pass. That's a self pass. That's a slap pass, but it will not end up in the pass of below zero. Instead, it will get cleared out through, and it will get picked up here by Vox, and Vox is going to lose it as Bosca sends it right back the other way.
Yeah, we just kind of have a little bit of ping pong action going on here as we're trying to see who can establish this flow. As you see, below zero is now picking it up. You got Carrot up on the ceiling, inverted, looking for the pass through. Will ends up being a floor pass for them, but a ceiling pass for us. The disc bounces free. We might see Mazu picking this up. We do see Mazu picking up, but getting punished for their efforts. Jay also getting punished for their efforts, as the disc just manages to bounce free and clear a little bit, but recollected again by below zero. Back and forth, back and forth. Here we go, back to the other side. As somebody tries to establish a play here. Been a couple minutes now since we've seen any points in the board. The disc gets cleared back into the orange bubble. As Jay breaks free and just bunny hops around upside down to tuck it in, and for the quick 2 points there. Minute and 52 from the last goal.
Wow, man, oh man, I mean, what a play, Jay. What a play. The Dusty and the dive and the dunk. Dunk meta all day, every way. Last 2 points, though, last 2 minutes. It doesn't necessarily have to be the last 2 points. Let's see if 3.5 can break the silence. They certainly have had some good looks, but let's see some good plays, as they are going to send that one back. And now Bosgun is just going to send it back the other way. But here's an opportunity. The resets are strong. There we go. Where was that all day? As Noxy now has the disc, looking for the option, finds one low. The bounce, that's okay. They really get a hand on it. Not quite, as it is going to be free high. And now it is going to be Mazu looking for the clear. It's going to bounce erratically right back into the hands, maybe, but everyone kind of clusters and no one gets the disc except for the goalie as Bosgun sends it back to Noxie, but no, Bosgun, oh my goodness, as they're just there again and again. They get it done as there is the goalie back, so Jay doesn't have an open 3, 1 minute now as they're aggressing in the offensive zone.
Yeah, Boscan with magnetic hands feeding it to Jay. Jay gets the free walk all the way up, tries the bounce shot off the backboard to just a little bit to the side. Boscan reclaiming that one, passing it underneath. Gets a little bit of free time there from JJ trying to get the carrot in the front, but does not manage to make that connection. Disc free again reclaimed by the better speed of Below Zero. We've been seeing that the whole game through. Disc free yet again as Jay manages to come out of stun and looking for the pass up to the nest Geo, but doesn't quite get that. Disc free again, but you know, the pressure's off Below Zero. They don't have to be making any more points. They just have to run the clock out, and the game is theirs. You know, for on the side of 3.5, they're looking for something positive to talk about. You know, they got this game underneath their belt, probably their first one, probably their first casted game. You know, look for something positive to wind up on as the clock winds up 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you know, hey, they showed up and they played. They did great.
They certainly did. That was their first game of the season. Can't say if it was their first game ever. Let's see, Jay. No, they did play last season, season 4. They played on a couple teams, at least some of these players. So, hey, you know what? GG's all day. It's just the beginning of the season. This is just the beginning of the story, as I always like to say. But I mean, Glean, hey, valiant effort from both teams. What did you see?
Absolutely, and I'd like to comment just a brief second on what you were saying. Yes, this is the very beginning of the season. If you feel like maybe this matchup was a little bit sus, it's actually okay because the teams are just trying to figure out their MMR, and the system is just trying to figure out the MMR. So you'll start to see these teams and these matchups balance out a lot more as we get things going. In the next 2-3 weeks, we'll see maybe a lot more even matchups and a lot more interesting games than perhaps this one was. But on the side of both teams, they both had some great plays. Below Zero was doing a great job of moving the disc around. They were finding a lot of their opportunities and getting a lot of the goals. But 3.5 had some great flashes in there. They had some good speed on their stacks here and there, and they were able to move the disc around and get the resets going there at the very end of round 2. You'd love to see that kind of thing, that kind of disc move, and that kind of awareness to say, hey, we need to back the disc up here in order to try and make the most of this opportunity. And just on that highlight there being a shot, from the backboard after the setup. So a lot of good, interesting ideas from them. And hopefully as they continue to develop throughout the season, they'll look better and better. Same with Below Zero. Excited to see these guys progress as we move forward.
Yeah, I certainly am as well. I mean, these players, I'm excited to see where they go. I mean, teams and players that we saw only a couple seasons ago, in bronze, now are high diamond. Now are way up there. They're established players. I'm sure maybe there's, some of them even master even. You never, these players are just on the comeuppance. This is just the beginning of their story within VRML. But huge shout out to all of them, every single one on the team, regardless of if you were in the arena today or not. Welcome. Welcome to VRML. Welcome to Season 5. I'm excited to see where you can go from here. But we do have one more match for you coming up right after this. It's going to be a couple steps up, going up to Plat. Team Slap against the Detroit Dimers. It's certainly going to be a good one. And before that, huge shout out to all our amazing sponsors of VRML: HyperX, Asterion Products, Arma, ProTube VR, Rebuff Reality, VR Cover, VRWare.net, Border Foods, and VirDis Media. And of course, those who know me, shout out to the IgniteVR.gg and the Spark application for providing all our stream statistics and so much more. Make sure you do check out their site, IgniteVR.gg/Spark. Seriously and truly incredible application. NTS Franz and Co. Man, it makes our life as casters, as viewers, so much easier. It wouldn't even be possible without them. So huge shout out to them, and huge shout out to you, all you folks hanging out with us there over in Twitch and in the future on YouTube. Make sure you do give us a follow, Echo Arena Master League on YouTube. We'd love to see you there, but don't go away. We do have one match more for you. Team Slap against, who did I say? Detroit Dimers. Don't go away. We'll be right back.